Well, good morning, everyone. Everybody's having a lovely weekend so far. What I'm going to be working on today, and hope to get done with today, maybe, fingers crossed, is we got the ducks in. They can't stay in there their entire chick hood, if you would. They can't stay in there. They need to be outside some. So what I'm going to do is build a outdoor run. I got a 2x6 I'm going to put along the bottom here to keep critters out from getting in from other places. And then we're going to put a header up here, a couple pieces down, and then we're going to bring it out. I may have to end up buying some wood to bring it out far enough, because there's 18 ducks. You'll need a pretty good area. So I'll see what happens. Ain't no guarantee. There's nothing fancy. A lot of this wood is leftover wood from another project I had. This is going to be a door. So it's about 7.5 feet tall. I trimmed off about 10 inches on this side so we can have a slope roof. And that's about where we're at now. It's 8 by 8. And this will serve the brooder for the ducks, which is in there now, and then future chickens and more ducks, all that stuff. So I'm trying to use as much leftover wood as possible, but I realized this morning I wasn't going to have nearly enough. So I ended up having to go to the hardware store to get some and finishing off the top. And I may have enough to do a couple rafters. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put equivalent to a 1x5, 1x6 around the edges so I can marry my wire together. So it'll be on. I got 4-foot wire. And along the bottom, I'll probably do some hardware cloth if I got enough. I hate to use all of them because I use that for my quail too. Come off the end here, and I am not a good builder. I mean, I built this building myself, and you can see some of my screw-ups on the end there, but my thing is, what my saying's always been, it's just a chicken coop. It's just a quail coop. Framing does matter, keep it square as much as possible and level and sturdy, but looks of it, that don't matter to me. I want it to be practical. I'll bring you back on the next section. It's like 91 degrees out here today. And I'm working on some sunnage for myself. So I'll bring you back when I have the top part done. Well, good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's had a lovely day. It's been busy here at the farm since 2 o'clock. I had to work some this morning. And then I had to go to Lowe's. I was going to try to use as much wood as I had already on the farm, but I wasn't going to have enough. Let me turn it down. Wasn't going to have near enough. So went to Lowe's and got some 2x4s, by 8s, and then some decking boards. Cause can you even find a 1x4 anymore? This is like a 1x6, 1x5.5. Costs more because the edges are shaped, rounded, whatever. And I've been meaning to do this. I just hadn't had time because of work. But had to get it done this weekend. They can't stay cooped up in the brooder. That's the brooder right there. I built that a few years ago myself, but that's why it looks the way it does. But it serves its purpose. That's its purpose, to be a brooder. And I've got room for probably, push come to shove, probably 3 individual brooders in there. But one's going to have an external run. I want to make it bigger because there are so many ducks, but this will be better than nothing. And so there may be an addition maybe next year. We'll see how it works. But put hardware cloth along the bottom and on the door. And I've got to go back to Lowe's tomorrow and get, because there's too much span here. I only got 4-foot wire, and I'm not going to go buy no more wire, because that wire, I've been holding on to it for about 2 years. Same way with this. I bought it 2 years ago because I know I'd need it one day, and this happened to be the day. So I go back and get another 2x4 and run it over and join it up here so the wire, you can't stretch metal. It'll be 4-foot high chicken wire, and we'll fill in a piece here. And then on top, we can't get 5V10. That's what's on this building behind me over here, and the brooder is 5V10. My local hardware store does not have any. Hasn't had any for a while, and I'm not going to get the corrugated. That's too much money for a duck, for a chicken coop, a run, whatever. So here in the last 2 years, I've been using the asphalt panels. Red seems to work well around here. And I've got 2 left over from another previous project back last winter, so I only need 4. And I'm going to overlap them because they're not quite long enough. I don't want water getting inside the coop because this is for chicks up until 8 weeks old probably. And then they'll go out to another run or be sold or whatever. So need 4 of them. I get some more 2x4s for the trusses running back and forth. And then I may even get a gutter or make something out of some aluminum we got laying around, some lightweight aluminum, and build another little, like a catch system. After a few days, granted, algae forms, you can't really use that for your animals. You can use it for the garden. So I may do that as well. But that's as far as I've got. And so stay tuned. Hope you all have a lovely weekend. And yeah, later.